Ready to go? Ready for your road trip? Okay. Load up. Get in the car. Good job. Awesome. Good boy. Indy's getting his road trip today. Come on and ride along with us. We're going to check out a campground that I want to go to here maybe in a week or so. We're going to check it out, see which sites are the best, and I'm going to take you along with us. So let's go. As you can see, Indy is very excited. Emmi's on the seat next to me, and Hunter, he's behind my driver's seat so you can't see him. And we're just going to go ride down. It takes about not quite an hour to get there from here where I live. But I'll turn the road camera on when I get to the point where it's scenic and not just a bunch of traffic and buildings. So we'll be back with you then. So while we're driving, I'll tell you what happened the last few days since the last video. I had a scare with my Hunter puppy. He last Monday he was limping on his left front leg. He was holding it up and not wanting to put a lot of weight on it, you know. And I checked his paw. I didn't find anything wrong. And I didn't really think too much about it because he runs and plays very hard. When I'm kicking that big orange and blue ball for him, he's like an athlete, you know, running and jumping. I thought maybe he just, you know, twisted it or something. Well, I called the vet and made an appointment for him anyway for the next day. And they said, what do you have there? You could give him an aspirin. And well, I had some anti-inflammatories from the vet, the Dermax, here that I had from a little bit ago. And so I gave him one of them, and he said, that's good. That's better than the aspirin. And if he's not any better tomorrow, bring him in. And if he is, you can cancel the appointment. So Tuesday, I got up. He was just acting like his same old crazy self, you know, wanting to run around and play with the ball, not limping, not nothing. I thought, okay, well, I guess he's okay, you know, it's probably nothing. And he was okay, seemingly, you know, for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday during the day. But then Thursday night, he's holding up his right rear leg and not putting any weight on it. And I'm like, uh-oh, there's something going on here. I think I know what's going on. So it was too late to call the vet. I got up in the morning, and our vet's office is closed on Fridays anyway. So, but I got up Saturday morning. They're normally in until noon. And he was limping really bad, not putting hardly any weight on his right rear leg. But the left front was okay, the one that was bad on Monday. Well, I know enough because my little Emmi 5 years ago, when she was just barely 8 months old, had the same symptoms, and it ended up she had Lyme disease. So I knew what those symptoms were. I took them up to the vet. They tested him. Thankfully, he doesn't have full-blown Lyme disease, but he does have some of the antibodies, they said. And so they gave me a month's worth of doxycycline for him, which is what they give them for that, and some anti-inflammatories. And that was Saturday. Around lunchtime, I started giving him the medicine, and oh my gosh, by the next day, he was wanting to play again. Well, of course, I didn't let him. I took his balls away, and he was not happy with me. Anyway, Uh, Usually that doxycycline does not take long to start working. I mean, within 24 hours. So today he is doing just fine. He's there's no limping and no holding his legs up, and he's a happy brown dog again. And I am so happy. I was so worried about him, but this will take care of him. He's going to be okay. And I'm just so thankful because, I get so worried about my babies that, and any of you who are dog lovers, you know what that feels like. So, all right, that was just, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about that. We're getting ready to turn onto the, one of the highways here. And, I would turn on the GoPro camera for the footage, for the road footage, the highway footage here. But that thing, the battery don't even last 15 minutes. I do have an extra battery, so I might just turn it on for a little bit anyway, Okay, that's what we're going to try. GoPro, start recording. I have it on voice activation. So, since I've made the decision to keep my home and not go full time with the cargo trailer, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to go south this winter. It's not looking like I'm going to be able to do that. But I decided that there's nothing stopping me from going and checking out some of our local camping areas. The ones that are within like 100 miles of my house. Because that, I can manage to afford that for the gas and the campsite. And the one we're going to check out right now is it's a Army Corps of Engineer campground. Well, it's on recreation.gov. It's at a place called Loyalhanna Lake, and it's the Bush Recreation Area. I've been looking at that for quite some time, and today we're going down to check it out, and I don't have the trailer with me today. I thought it would be a nice opportunity to take the dogs, especially Indy, because I know you saw his little snarly face post he made the other day on our channel about him needing a road trip. So I thought this would give me a good opportunity to do that, to take a little road trip, make the doggies happy. And I can go down here today. The purpose, I want to drive around and I want to look at the sites in person before I book one online. Because even though they look nice online, they don't really always give you the best perspective, and usually there's only one picture. So I really want to go check it out, see what they really look like, see how much space is there between campsites, check out how level it is, and things like that, So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to go down here, and hopefully I'll be allowed in to just drive around and look at the sites. So we'll find out, and we'll be down there in a little while. Be back with you soon. I forgot to mention when I was telling you about Hunter. For some of you I know are gonna comment, you're gonna say, well, you need to have him on flea and tick prevention. I do. I did. I have all along. Even Emmi was on flea and tick prevention, Seresto collar, when she got the ticks. So there's something that they don't tell you about that, and unless you have experience with it, you don't know. There's different kinds of so-called prevention. There's different types of products. I lean toward more natural products. However, they don't always work. And so when Emmi, and it's the same with Hunter, well, almost the same with Hunter. When Emmi was diagnosed with Lyme disease, she had a Seresto collar on that was fresh. It wasn't all worn out. And I use an all-natural spray as well, from either Wonderside or Cedarside. It has essential oils that repel ticks. So the difference between some of these products is the ones you get from your vet, like the Seresto collars and those pills that you give them, and the spot-on treatments you put on their back, those kill. But the tick has to bite your animal in order to die from it. So once the tick bites your animal, it's going to die, but it's also going to inject that Lyme disease, if it's one that's carrying it, into your dog. I never knew that. Now, the other products that repel are the Wonderside, Cedarside, all these, like the ones with different essential oils. And yes, I do know that some essential oils are not good for dogs, but you have to watch and look. And most of these natural companies don't use those, but you have to be vigilant about that. But anyway, they repel, okay? Certain smells and things will repel fleas and ticks and mosquitoes and things like that. But you have to be very vigilant about that, and they have to be applied almost daily for it to even have hope of working. So this time with Hunter, their Seresto collars had gone out of effectiveness about 2 months ago. So I bought some of those similar type collars from Wonderside, and that's what they have all been wearing, in addition to me using the spray, an all-natural spray. And I have to admit that I wasn't as vigilant putting that on. I didn't do it every day. I usually did it 2 or 3 times a week. And so since we moved, I'm in a more, it's not rural, okay? It's just a neighborhood. There's no real, what you would call, woods or anything like that. So, and I always keep my grass cut short. I wasn't too worried about it, but apparently, well, there really wasn't anything I could do. I was doing what I thought I could keep them off of them, you know. But anyway, a lot of people don't know that the repellents keep the bugs off. At least they're supposed to. Last year it worked fine for me. None of them got any bugs. So it's iffy. But the ones that you get from the vet, the pills, the shots, the collars, they only kill them after they bite. So I did have preventative measures. It's just they don't always work. My vet told me that when Emmi was diagnosed, and I was shocked, you know. I'm like, well, what the hell are we paying for then? But anyway, that's enough of that. I just wanted to put that in there because there's always somebody that's going to give me their 2 cents about what I should have done. So there you go. Okay, guys, I turned off the highway, and we're only about 6 minutes away from the campground. We'll be turning up here in a short bit, and I'm using the GoPro right now, so hopefully it will come through good. It seems to have nice video quality. I'm not sure how the sound is on this, so I'm hoping it comes out where it's good audio. There's nothing worse than watching a video where you can't hear what the person is saying, I know. In half a mile, turn left onto Bush Road. So I'm just going to be quiet right now and just let you see the scenery as we go on up to the recreation area. And I'll be back with you once we get up there. this road is a bit bumpy. If you come back in here pulling an RV or a trailer, you might want to keep that in mind because it's going to bounce a few things around, I think. Well, we got about 3/4 of a mile to go.
In 600 feet, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived.
Okay, well, we're here, but I'm not really sure where to go to check in here to get information. Oh, here it is. Okay. I don't know, maybe they don't have a campground host. All right, I'm looking at some of these sites here, and I'm just not sure well, some of them don't look very level at all. So I need to, the site I was looking for online was, I think it was site 41. So I'm going to go on up through here and see if I can find site 41. Over here on the left is a bathroom building. Okay. You can see site 25 here on the right. That one looks nice and level. I think some of these back here are tent sites, maybe. Hi, Hunter Puppy. What you doing? Oh, there's site 27 there on the left. So I'm going to drive around, and the site that I was looking at online is 41. And I think it said it was a pull-through site. That's a nice site down there, but it's not very level. Okay, let's see here. What's this one? Oh, this one is site 40. Well, here's 41. This is the one I was looking at where this RV is now. That's the one I was looking at online. And then there's 42. That one is nice as well. Easy, guys. don't think any of these sites back in here are good for, like, if you have a larger, like, fifth wheel or anything. These back in here seemed a little small, but some of these out front look a little bit larger. Okay, so I'm thinking either site 41 or 42, I think, is going to be good for me. Yeah, I think so. Because some of these others that are closer here, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to go check out that. What side is that? I think that might be the camp host back there. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, and then off to the right, I see they have a dump station there. Huh. Well, this seems to be a pretty nice place. Get down, Emmy. No, you're not allowed to do that. Well, I don't know. We have a nice view of the lake here, but it's a nice lake. Look at that. I'm wondering if they allow dogs to swim here. I think I'm going to drive down in here and see if I can find out. Because that would be really nice. They would love that. I don't see any people here, though, that I can really ask about that. Easy, guys. Take it easy. What do you think, Hunter? Are you excited, huh? You're a good boy. They're all excited. Well, I see no alcoholic beverage signs. I see no fire signs, but I don't see any no pet signs or no dog signs. So, I'm just going to assume that they're allowed. Maybe I better ask somebody once I get here at camp, but we'll figure it out. Okay, I guess I have to go back around to go out one way around in here. There's some pretty nice sights here. I mean, I kind of like this waterfront site right here, but it is not very level. It's on a big slope. Like site number 3 and number 4, they're not very level at all. They're going to require lots of leveling, I think, which I don't have right now. I do intend to get some leveling blocks, you know, before I do any major road trips. But I don't have any right at the moment. So, okay. Site number 10's not bad. Okay. Yeah, that's the campground host right there. I think I would like to get out and ask them some questions, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Okay. Here, buddy, you want a drink? Emmy want a drink? No, I guess they don't want a drink. Indy wanted a drink. So I stopped and talked with the campground host. What a nice lady. And I got a lot of information. And it turns out that the sites that I was looking at online are going to be the best for me and these guys with the trailer. So I'm going to reserve one of them for our mini camping trip, and that'll probably be, I don't know when, but within the next 30 days we're gonna do that. And so right now we're gonna head back toward home. I'm gonna take there's two ways to get in and out of here to the recreation area, and I'm going to I'm going to take the other way out as soon as I get stuff plugged in here, because I don't want to be messing with this while I'm driving. So anyway, the kids are having a good time, and I did find out that I can take them swimming. I can take them swimming in the lake, and that will be good. They will really like that. So we're gonna go now, and I'll turn on the GoPro and let you see some of the footage going out of here. GoPro, start recording. I really like those voice controls. Oh, I guess I should remember this, right? I hate the thing, so I forget to put it on half the time. Anyway, we're out of here. We're going out this way this time. Right, Emmy girl? And she also told me that it's very quiet. It was so quiet there while I was there. There were quite a few campers. I would say probably at least half of the lots were occupied, or maybe more than half. And she said it's very quiet. And I asked her about fireworks. They're not permitted on federal property. I knew that. But she said even when there are fireworks that, are off the property, she said it's far enough away that you can hear them, but it's not bad. So I thought that's good. She said overall it's fairly calm here over the 4th of July. So maybe next year I'll come here for that. We'll see what happens. This is pretty back in here. Very nice. So going out this way is not nearly as bumpy as the way I came in. So this is good. I think this is the way that I will come in and out when I have my trailer. It just seems a lot less bumpy. It's really pretty back in here too. This is nice. Okay, well, I'm just going to let you watch some scenery now. One of the other things that I really enjoy about road trips is just the driving itself and just going places and seeing things. That's one of my favorite things, is other than escaping the cold in the winter. I just really like driving and making the videos, and letting you all see the scenery. because a lot of my friends and family, they love watching that, you know, and I like doing it.
In 600 feet, continue straight.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Continue straight.
I know where I'm at now. I don't always use the GPS. I don't really need it here so much in this area where I live, but I like to use it anyway sometimes just so I can tell how much farther I have to go to a certain point or something like that, you know. Okay, well, I'm gonna let this run for just another minute because I'm about to get up to the highway and turn onto the highway, and then I want to probably turn it off because you saw part of the highway footage on the way in here, so you won't really need to see that all over again. Anyway, I'll be back with you in a little while. Okay, that just about wraps up our road trip for today. And hold on, we're just coming in the street to go home, and the kids are anxious. They want to get out and play. I hope you enjoyed the little video today, and I'm going to, as soon as I get here and get the kiddos fed their dinner time, I'm going to get on the computer and I'm going to reserve my site. Now I'm really excited, so I'm hoping to maybe even be able to go maybe next week or the week after. I'll let you know. Okay, thanks for coming along today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. You ready to get out? Okay. And we're home. No, Emmy, stay here.